and welcome back to the Layoff Lighthouse. If you are watching this, chances are you felt it. That sinking feeling of sending a perfectly crafted resume and cover letter out, only to be met with complete and total silence. You refresh your inbox, you check your spam folder, you see that the job is still posted a month later, and you start to wonder, am I doing something wrong? Is there a fatal flaw in my application? I want to take a moment and tell you something very important. Your feelings are valid, and your experience is real. If you've spent weeks or even months sending applications into what feels like a black hole, you are not experiencing a personal failure. You are experiencing a systematic, frustrating, and deeply demoralizing feature of the modern job market. Today we are going to pull back the curtain on this phenomenon. We are going to talk about the ghost job epidemic. And by the end of this video, you won't just understand what's happening. You'll have a strategy to protect your most valuable asset, your energy. So let's start with a clear definition. What is a ghost job? Simply put, a ghost job is a public job posting from a real company for a position that they have no immediate or genuine intention of filling. The company is real, the job title is real, the intention to hire is not. Now the logical question is, why? Why would a company spend time and resources posting a job they don't plan to fill? The motivations are almost always self-serving and fall into a few key categories. First, there is the illusion of growth. A company with a career page full of open positions looks like it's thriving. It sends a positive signal to investors, to competitors, and even to nervous clients that business is blooming, even when it might be stagnating. Second is internal pressure. Sometimes a ghost job isn't for external candidates at all. It's a tool to manage the current workforce. It can make employees work harder to secure a promotion they think might go to an outsider, or it can placate an overworked team with the false promise that help is on the way. Third, it's about passive data collection. Why pay for an active search when you can post a job and get hundreds of qualified professionals to send you their resumes for free. They are built a pipeline of potential candidates to tap into months or even a year down the line without the immediate cost of hiring. And finally, it's simple market research. We might be thinking about creating a role in the future, and a ghost job is a zero cost way to gauge salary expectations and see what kind of talent is available in the market. You are not an applicant to them, you are a data point. Understanding the why is the first step. The next is learning to spot them in the wild. Ghost jobs have distinct features, red flags that you can learn to recognize. The first and the most obvious is the age of listing. If a job has been open for over 30 days, and especially over 60 days, be skeptical. In a serious hiring process, roles are usually filled much faster. The second red flag is a vague job description. If it lacks specific day-to-day duties, clear performance indicators, or lists generic requirements without mentioning specific projects or teams, it's a sign that the role isn't fully baked. It is a placeholder, not a real position. Third, watch for the endless repost. If you see the exact same job being posted again and again every few weeks, it's a major warning sign. They're not looking for the perfect candidate. They're just trying to keep the pipeline full. Now this has become an epidemic for a simple reason. It's a low risk, high reward tactic. When companies see their competitors doing it without any negative consequences, it becomes a normalized and widespread practice. It spreads through industries like a virus because it serves the company's needs at the direct expense uh, of a job seeker's time and morale. And that brings us to a particularly painful variant, the reserved job. This is when the job is real, but the hiring process is a formality. The position is posted to comply with internal HR policies, but a candidate has already been chosen. It could be an internal transfer, a friend of a CEO, or a relative of an executive. They go through the motions of reviewing resumes and even conducting interviews, but the decision was made. It was made before the job was ever posted. This is absolutely critical to understand because the rejection you receive in this scenario has nothing to do with you. You were never truly a candidate. It's crucial to depersonalize this specific kind of rejection. So we've diagnosed the problem. Now let's talk about the prescription. How do you navigate this frustrating landscape without burning out? The most important step is a mindset shift. You must stop thinking of yourself as someone applying for a job. From now on, you are an intelligence gatherer. Your new mission is to identify real, vetable opportunities, not just responding to every public listing. This leads to strategic filtering. Start treating job boards as a starting point for research, not the final destination. See a posting you like? Great. Now go to the company's LinkedIn. Are they announcing new projects? Did they just get a round of funding? Are their current employees posting positively about their work? Look the signs of actual recent growth. Prioritize networking and direct outreach to people at companies that are genuinely expanding. And this brings us to the most important point: energy preservation. Your time, your focus, and your morale are your most valuable assets in this journey. They are finite resources. Every application you send to a ghost job is a drain on your resources. Learning to spot and intentionally ignore a ghost job isn't a failure, it is a strategic victory. It is an act of self preservation that saves your energy for the opportunities that truly matter. The market is nosy and full of phantoms. Your task is not to chase every shadow, it's to find the real doors, and that requires a clear mind and protected spirit. Thank you for being here today. Remember to be kind to yourself. You are not alone in this.